Good morning, YouTube. Reseller Mom here. Welcome to today's video. Today, I want to go over adding another variation to an existing variation that you may have in Amazon and what I have found via many cases opening and trying to get this resolved. But it appears that this is how Amazon wants you to do things now. I'm not sure. It seems like Amazon always has something changing and going on with it. But welcome, and today is Tuesday, May 10th. I have a live show today at 12 o'clock discussing barcodes, so that's pretty exciting, but this video will come out afterwards. So if you didn't watch that, you should catch the replay. All right, so what am I talking about? And I thought about trying to do this with like slides, but I don't think it really needs slides, and there's not much that I can show you, but I'll use my Bath & Body Works lotion as my example when talking about bundles and whatnot. So let's say you are G10 exempt for a particular brand or even generic. It's pretty easy to get generic G10 exempt or Greenbrier, which is Dollar Tree items, and make your own custom bundles. And a lot of times you will put things together, soap with a loofah, coloring book sets, a coloring book with crayons, something like that, to make a bundle that is appealing for a customer that will, be looking at maybe those two separate products, sees them together, and is going to purchase them together. You're creating some sort of value or bundled up item that is attractive to your customers. And what I like to do is find current selling products. Let's say that this pumpkin latte lotion is a really good seller. Maybe doing the lotion with the shower gel and doing a 2-pack bundle with that. Now, doing one-off bundles, easy peasy, you do them and you're done, and that's great. But a lot of times I like to find a formula, and you'll see a lot of other successful sellers out there that take that formula and then they create several variations with it. So, they may have this lotion bundle and then another lotion bundle going on. Maybe it's just a 2-pack of lotions, and we've got pumpkin, and then maybe we've got a cinnamon one. Okay, so you've got a variation on your bundle. When you create that bundle, you're going to get G10 exempt for Bath & Body Works, and you're going to create the variation, and you're going to say the variation is scent name or style or color or whatever your variation is. And you're going to put pumpkin and you're going to put cinnamon. Great. Now you're selling pumpkin, you're selling cinnamon, life is good. And let's say you want to add another one now. You're going to add Summer Breeze. I'm making up fragrances here, but we now see Summer Breeze is in the shop, and we want to add that Summer Breeze bundle to our current variation listing. And this is where the problem lies. You go in, you edit the main parent variation, the main parent, and you add Summer Breeze to your variation, and it populates down at the bottom. And you have to enter in a price and a quantity, and is it a new item, or the condition. And now it's asking for a product identifier, and you're like, wait a minute, I'm G10 exempt, I don't need a product identifier. I'm just adding a variation to this. Why can't I just add that variation to it and have it, randomize me? That's a word somewhere, I'm sure. Randomize me an ASIN and an SKU, and not require a product identifier, because you don't want to put a product identifier, because it's not appropriate. It's a 2-pack. It's not a single item. If it was a single item, you could just add the UPC code if it's in the G1 database. But we're talking about bundles here, so it's a custom bundle. All right, this is what Amazon has you do, which is ridiculous, and I have opened many cases about this and can't seem to get a workaround. So this is my workaround. Whether that's going to be the procedure going forward for everything, I don't know. Sometimes it's just a glitch, sometimes it's, something in the system, and sometimes that's just now how they roll. So now what Amazon wants you to do is go and create the new bundle, Summer Breeze Lotion 2-pack, and then go add that once you created that listing. So you have to go create a new product. You have to select the same category, the same manufacturer, the same manufacturer, and then brand name. So same brand, manufacturer, same title. However, at the end of the title, you're going to put your Summer Breeze and instead of pumpkin, whatever this is, pumpkin latte. And what I do is I usually open up the current listings that I have, and then, I'm making the new one so I can make sure I add it to the exact same category, exact same brand, exact same manufacturer. You have to make sure everything's capitalized and spaced perfectly, and copy over the title and just change out the fragrance name or whatever you're changing out. Maybe you're going from a 2-pack to a 3-pack, whatever your variation difference is into the title. Okay, then you're going to create that listing. So now you've got your pumpkin and your cinnamon over here on this lovely variation listing, and you've got your Summer Breeze as a standalone over here. Now you need to go back into that parent listing, and you have an ASIN and you have a SKU. You have a product identifier now. And you add it, takes a few minutes, it will link up the products and merge it together, and voila, you're good to go. Stupid. It's a stupid way to do it. I don't have a better answer, but most things Amazon, you just figure out how to work around them and get her done. I do like to add my photos at the time of ASIN creation. It's easier. If you add your pictures once you've added it to your parent, it sometimes takes 24 hours to update that photo in the system. Personal preference with me. And then the other thing, because I'm usually adding these to a batch and inventory lab, if you are working faster than what the system is and you go to add that into your inventory batch, it will not automatically pull the SKU that Amazon created for you. It will default to whatever your inventory lab SKU creation is. So if I'm naming my SKUs in inventory lab, Bath and Body Works, $3.99 random number, it will do that when I go to create that listing instead of what Amazon had already given me a default SKU. You could go in at the time of ASIN creation and tell them what you want your SKU to be. You could do that. That's not a problem. But I usually just let it do a random, whatever, JQ-72-ABC. When you are going into inventory lab and adding this now to a batch, make sure you copy over that SKU, or you wind up with 2 SKUs for the same product. And that just gets you messy on there. And what will happen is now you have 2 SKUs for the same bundle. And when you're going to replen, and if you're working with other people, sometimes they select the wrong one, and then you've got yourself on the listing twice with 2 different SKUs. Now there is some occasions where you may want 2 different SKUs on the same listing. Maybe one's used, one's new, or maybe there's other reasons. But typically Amazon does not want you to do that. They want you just, be on there once, one time, not twice. So I have had times where I've had to go in and clean that up and delete one and get that straightened out. So just some words of wisdom here. If you are having trouble with bundles, having trouble with adding products, having trouble with getting variations done, you can do it flat file. I have done both flat file and the way I just described. And I can tell you right now, the way I just described is a ton easier than trying to get flat files. Now, what will happen is, unfortunately, sometimes your brand name will get populated in the front of your title. And you'll notice that a lot. There's a lot of custom bundle people out there who have kind of wacky-do names. They're not completely wackadoo, but they're not part of the bundle, and you're like, why would the name populate there? You don't want your ads to run on that. You don't want to eat up your character space with your brand name, etc. And you have to either go into the help section and try to get it off that way, but a lot of times we are finding that we cannot do it that way. My partner and I, is where I'm referring to as we. And it's very frustrating because if we do try to use the help and try to get our brand name out of the front part of a title, it says, you're not the brand owner. We have submitted the change request to the brand owner. Next thing you know, as the brand owner, I've gotten an email saying, we've requested a title change. And if you go in and try to edit the item, you cannot edit the brand name out. because it's not there. It's just populating on the back end, not when you look at the edit part. There's a couple ways to resolve this. One is a flat file feed that sometimes will get it to go through. The other is to call and try to get Amazon rep to do it on the phone. Hit or miss with that. Some of the reps try to tell you that, oh, they can't change that. That's BS. Yes, they can. I've had it done on the phone with reps before. So you get a lot of mixed signals with Amazon. Don't, if they're telling you they can't do it, hang up and call again, because yes, they can, and you may not just be in the right department. With a flat file feed, flat file feed stuff goes to the flat file department. Brand and name stuff goes to a different department. And then, of course, account health is, of course, a different department. So you want to make sure you're getting the correct department too, and people that can actually help you. Sometimes it helps if you could be raised to the captive team. That sometimes helps. Sometimes you can get pushed up to somebody that has a little bit more authority or knowledge or experience to help you out with that. But it is very frustrating navigating the Amazon system. I have, again, tried to fix it. I have tried to argue that I am G10 exempt, and they have responded, just create the listing and then merge it over to the variation listing and use the product identifier as the new ASIN and the SKU. So I hope this helps you guys out if you are having the same frustrating problems that I am. And it's a workaround. Like I said, not all my bundles have that though. It seems to be very category specific. If my items are in a particular category, I have to do this workaround. Other categories, or maybe it's just those other products, I haven't had to do this workaround. So it's hit or miss on whether you're running into it or not. All right, guys, take care and have an amazing day.